Yeah, the thing is pretty widespread. Oh, hi, one person. Hi, it's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering. It's just you and me. We're hanging out, pulling a card from other. Well, there's two people. There's two of you. There's two people. Hi, it's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering. I'm doing tarot cards. I'm listening to jams. It's happening, cabins. Fucking super stoned, sorry. Nice. Yeah, here's some lovers. Yeah, lovers card. We'll just set this. That's not going to work. Well, how's it going, everybody? Down to one person. That was quick. Welcome to Tarot After Midnight, right after midnight, 12:05 Pacific Standard Time. If you're at a later time, I'm sorry. That sucks, or it doesn't, depending on what your fucking mood is, what you're doing, buddies, how you're feeling. I just had a good one-on-one tarot session with someone. So I'm feeling pretty jazzed, feeling pretty good, feeling pretty tarot-y. I am right now about to send the first tarot, oh shit, thing to someone. So I can't see myself or you. So I hope you're there. Stick with me. Gonna put on some jams. Gonna get goofy. Say who you are and what time it is where you are or something. I don't know. Give me your Toombalar handle. Ask me to put things on my head. I don't know. It's fun. Make it fun. I don't know. Fucking. Ah. All right, so here we go. Boom. First one posted. Is anybody still there? One person. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Who's that? Oh, hey, it's you. How's it? Hi. So there's like another person for like 2 seconds, and they fucking ditched out, or they went fucking. I was gonna say commando, but I don't think that's right. Secret. Can you do that? Can you like watch it without like showing up there? I don't fucking know. I'm super stoned. You're also going to be my test audience for volume. Oh fuck! I can't even read my computer screen from here because I have this like big ass cam light in my face. Maybe I need to make the chat thing bigger. Can I even fucking do that? Incognito. Pop out chat. It says, oh, then I can make it bigger, maybe? Fuck. Let's try this. Okay, that doesn't make the text any bigger, no matter how I move it. So that's sick as fuck. All right. Coolsies. So, hey, how you doing? How you living? Oh, shit. And can you, like, hear me over the Deep Purple? Like... Oh. Second card coming up. Just you still. That's funny. See, I think that I'm like hilarious, and that people definitely want to see like the occult Wayne's World live on YouTube. Oh shit, you're not even there. I'm talking to myself. Fuck. Oh no. Nobody here. There's nobody here. It's just me. Oh, hey. Oh, phone dead. Hi. I was like, no, it's cool. I'm just hanging out alone. Still. I mean, I guess it's like midnight West Coast time, so, you know, it's pretty late for everybody, I imagine. Sorry, this is like super exciting. I'm like, gonna come up here and I'm gonna like fuck with this for a minute. Do I owe you a spread? Did we decide that? Do you want to do it's cards? It's happy. Oh, hey, two people. Hey, it's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering. Welcome to the Occult Wayne's World, where I do tarot cards and we listen to shit like Deep Purple. And, hey, hi. Ooh, the Hanged Man. This is for Nihilist 156, I think, which is the homie Sabrina, who's the best. Yeah, Nihilist 156. Coolsies. Sorry about the weird view, kids. Be back in 1 second, not up close and personal. Ooh, like we keep doing like one person for a second and they're like, I am fucking right off, I guess. Oof. Killing it out here. All right, hey guys. It's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering. Here, I'm kind of between my throne here and up there, really close to the laptop where you can't see any of this cool shit. But I'm doing tarot readings. We're listening to Deep Purple. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. So thanks for tuning in to Occult Wayne's World. Party time, excellent. Say hi and like the video if you want or don't. It's up to you. You can ask me on here. Ooh, shit, fuck. You can ask me on here for a free one card, or you can ask me about PayPal, Venmo, whatever info. And we can use spreads. You can also ask me like fucking questions, comments, concerns, criticisms. I'm here for you. I'm trying to be the most entertaining and hospitable host that I can for my suite between the pillars under the actually nearly full moon outside, live from San Francisco's Ouija Club. It's like Wednesday night / Thursday morning live featuring me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering, aka Frontier Note, not an OUGHT. Remember it. We're here today for the first time in a long time doing tarot on the thing instead of just randomly talking shit with my roommate and then deleting the live video because I don't really want anybody who wasn't here to see that. So, again, feel free to say hi or ask questions or ask me to do stuff. I'm a hell of a dancer, and I would be willing to do anything that involves keeping my top on, probably, because this is like buttons, and it would take a long time with the necklace set up. It'd be a fucking mess. I forgot who I was pulling this for. Oh, lyric and sound on Tumblr. Oh yeah, you can ask me on here, or you can send me an ask on Tumblr. Yeah, do any of those things if you like it, or just hang out and listen to Deep Purple with me here in the Ouija Club, live in San Francisco. It's Wednesday night live. I mean, let's be real here. Like, let's just explain what's going on. Yeah! Yeah, that's how we're living, kids. That's what's going down. It's a birthday card for lyric in the sound.tumblr.com. You gotta cut that again, actually. You get a little whoosh. Oh. Well, 5 of Wands, strife, like all the fives. It's, between things, halfway between things. Also, you stand up and stick your legs and arms out. Maybe not where I'm standing because you can't see. You make a 5-pointed star. It's pretty fucking cool, right? Yeah, so 5s, human, being between things. Very tricky indeed. So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and throw that on the Tumblr. If you yourself would like to send me an ask or would like to donate some money to me not being a completely broke piece of shit, that would be greatly appreciated. I could do some tarot for you, and then you'd have tarots, maybe even a bunch of them. Like, listen, this is Deep Purple right now, folks. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh no. Fucked it up, guys. Just kidding. I mean, I kind of fucked it up. It's cool that you don't know what I'm talking about. Appreciate that about y'all. Little Letterkenny reference there. Anyways, keeping notes. All right. And we're back. We're 13. All right. We're up to 3 people. Hi. Hey, what's up? It's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering, a.k.a. Afraid or Not. We're here at the illustrious Ouija Club Bar and Grill Cafe Lounge on the water, bringing you the best in tarot card divination and Hessian aggression, as well as music, coughing after bong hits, metallic skulls. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, so I'm answering asks on Tumblr. I assume if you're here, it's because of Tumblr. You say hi. Somebody just said hi. I can't read that shit from here because I have can in my eye, but I'll look at it in a second. I'm answering questions, doing dances as long as I keep my top on because it's a pain in the ass to get off. Yeah, so what do we got here? We have got Hillary Aguilar. Thanks for the entertainment this evening. Yeah, you're welcome. I think I'm like super fucking funny, so I'm sorry in advance. Murtaugh 13. I'm just I mispronounce everything, so please no one get offended if I fuck your name up. I might be doing it on purpose to avoid fucking it up on accident. Oh, hey, looks like there's a bunch of people here. So, welcome to Tarot After Midnight, featuring me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering, aka Afraid or Not. I'm here with two metallic skulls. The sweet sounds of Deep Purple, mystical stuff, big candlelight that's blinding me so I can't read those things and I have to get up to look at them. But thank you for coming. If you want to send me an ask on Tumblr, I will answer that. Or if you want to ask me a question here in the chat box, which I'm pointing at least on my computer, which means it's probably not on your computer. I probably look a dipshit. If the orchestral Deep Purple is too loud, let me know. If you want a spread, if you would like to buy a spread, holler at your boy. If you want to just donate money, because I'm fucking funny as fuck, you do that too. I appreciate it all. San Francisco is a very fucking expensive place to live, so every little bit helps. I'm a working class wizard. Somebody left. They don't like the fucking please donate. So I'll shut the fuck up. You all know if you want to buy something, you know where I am. So we're doing tarot pulls. I got this one for Murtaugh 13 or something similar to that on the Tumblr. Boom. Queen of Cups. It's the watery part of water. That is intuition. And water is intuition. Water is emotion. Water is connectedness to life. Because as far as we know for sure, everything that's alive has water in it. So the Queen of Cups is absolute water in the lower sense. She is sort of like the high priestess is up here, and she's sort of like the low priestess down here. So yeah, she's looking at the reflection of a reflection. So this is about focusing on your emotions and the connectedness. This is about not necessarily looking at problems or at emotional strife and looking sort of the effects, the ripples of things. So what do we got? Thanks for being the entertainment. Huzzah. All right. Just going to throw this onto the thing and maybe turn the music down. Is the music okay, or is the music too loud for everyone? I don't know. Please say something in the chat if it is. Or if the lighting is bad. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. I'm here for you. I'm just chilling for all y'all out there in internet land, on the YouTubes, on the Tumblrs, out there in the motherfucking ether. You're chilling, and I appreciate you doing that with me. Boom. So we got some Anons, I think, and the music is fine. It's good. Cool. All right. So we got some like fucking anonymous asks on Tumblr for tarot card spreads, and no diss if those were your anons, but those have the absolute lowest priority to me. Like, I don't usually tag people in that stuff unless they want it. So it's like, just like, I mean, I guess there's like lots of reasons people like go on and on to ask, and I'm not like shitting on people who are doing that. But in general, I'm just like, oh, like, like whatever, like those are just like the ones that I usually get to last. Life's tough. Fucking wear a helmet. Sorry, I'm a little stone here. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to listen to next? I got records, so I have to get up every 15 to 30 minutes approximately and flip them, maybe change the speeds. I got like a pretty good selection of stuff down here. I think I'm going to listen to um, King Woman next, which is Christina, whatever, from We're doing kind of a doomy thing. So we're going to turn that on. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. You want me to do anything, or you want some fucking different entertainment, holler at me. I'm here for you. Like, it's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering. I'm live. I'm on YouTube. I'm fucking in the goddamn ether. I'm assaulting gods and angels, demons, and fucking people on the internet. We're going places. We're going to hell, kids. We're going straight to hell. You're coming with me. There's not a single fucking thing you can do about it. Yeah. Right. Yeah, King Woman. The record is Doubt. I listened to this record on 33 for about a year before someone was like, yo, dude, that is supposed to definitely be played on 45. And the album got a lot less heavy when it was sped up, but still pretty good. Still pretty fucking good. All right. Are you still thinking of starting a tarot guild thingy? I am. Ooh, shit, fuck. Damn near everybody left. So I guess shouting from the other side of the room, not popular with people. I'm just trying to be funny also, guys. So if I say like crazy shit, like I'm just trying to be funny. Oh, fuck, this is super loud. I don't know. Again, I need everybody's input. If the music is getting too loud, please let me know. Because I'm putting on different records that were recorded decades apart, so the volumes are going to be way different. Holler at your boy. Let me know. It's all about you. I need to know what you like. Sorry, I smoke cigarettes, and I like to smoke cigarettes when I do tarot readings. Feels good. The way that I shuffle cards bums a lot of people out because I like to get them. It's more important for me for them to be very mixed up than it is for it to look super pretty. So I like do a bridge. Some people aren't really into that, but to each their own. What do we got here? It says, what got you interested in tarot? How long have you been reading them? So I guess what got me into tarot was studying Kabbalah, Hermetic Kabbalah with a Q. And the tarot cards are more like a proper deck, done correctly, are more or less Kabbalistic flashcards. So I initially began my little journey with tarot using them as flashcards for the system that I was trying to understand. Initially, when I started, I didn't even think that divination with tarot cards was real, or a thing that could be done. I sort of thought that it was like, hack scammer shit. So the angle that I came at tarot with was to learn like the underlying system or one of the underlying systems to it, and then like build off that knowledge. And after about two and a half years of pretty intense and, for the last year and a half of that daily study, I started to see the merit in divination and started to see sort of how it worked. As the system and as my practice unfolded, I sort of got a better picture of how tarot worked. I've been studying tarot for about a decade, maybe 9 years. And when I first started studying tarot, I got a deck of playing cards, and I sort of studied the lower suits first. But then as my interest in Kabbalah became greater, I bought my own first tarot deck, and then this sort of, I don't know what the polite way to say, unchill witch who I learned a lot from and who I studied with, I guess, for a while, gave me a full-size Thoth deck. Because the first deck that I bought for myself was kind of one of those little pocket-size Thoth decks. He was all like, here's your big boy deck now. Or they were like, here's your big boy deck now. And I was like, yeah. And their style of magic was very intense. I actually, not very long ago, lost a cauldron that they gave me that an even more sort of malicious witch gave them. It was weird magic. I used it for a lot of stuff, but yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world that I lost it. But yeah, that's sort of initially at least where I came from with tarot. Okay, that's still the same question. Yeah. So yeah, keep fucking firing them off. Keep with the tarot questions. Hit me, holler at me. It doesn't have to be tarot. You can, ask me about anything. Oof, we're losing people. I guess that story wasn't all that interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna let's see what else we got here. It's really interesting. I didn't know Kabbalah, whatever. How do you decide tarot? Yeah, so the 22 trump cards in the tarot have, according to some people, according to some good folks, can be attributed to the 22 Hebrew letters of the Aleph Beth. And the 22 trump cards of the tarot, also in the Hebrew letters, can be associated with the paths on the tree of life. Each of the 1 through 10 cards can be can be associated. I'm really stoned. With the 10 sephira on the tree, and the 16 for each suit court cards are the elemental cards toward Malkuth. So yeah, tarot, if you study it, if you come from that angle, tarot is just straight up Kabbalistic flashcards. You can learn everything that you need to know about Hermetic Kabbalah just by studying tarot. I mean, I've gone, past just studying tarot. You could, if that is all you had, you could be just a grand old Kabbalist with just those 78 little cards. I'm going to start sounding like a radio station, but hey, it's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering. Welcome to Tarot After Midnight. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. I'm here, I'm reading tarot. I'm answering questions in the chat box. If you want to ask me anything, I'll answer. If you want to donate, get a spread, that's cool. I'm here. If you want to donate, just donate. Also, sick as fuck, I would love pizza. But anyway, we were talking about Hermetic Kabbalah. and its ties to tarot. And I was saying that the 78 cards in the tarot, if understood from a certain angle, can be divided into different sections on the Tree of Life. The 22 trump cards placed in the paths between the sephira. Each 1 through 10 card in each suit can be placed in each sephira of the tree. And the 16 for each court cards of the suits can be placed as the elemental cards in the fourfold nature of Malkuth, the elemental nature of Malkuth in the earth. So yeah, tarot is Kabbalah. Kabbalah is tarot. Yeah. So anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, please direct them to the chat box, which I assume that I'm pointing at. If I'm not, please correct me so I stop doing it. Yeah, we're having a good night. Hoping the music isn't like too terrifically off-putting for people. If it is, let me know. I can turn it down. I can maybe even, do all sorts of things. It's about you. It's about y'all. I'm just hanging out here with y'all doing tarot after midnight. Okay, we got a chat box thing popped up. So, oh hey, what's up? What do you think about the inclusion of Uranus and Neptune? Fuck all that. Yeah, what do I think about the inclusion of usually seed structure without the planets on the separate? Well, so they're so planetary attributions to the Kabbalistic tree of life. Like, I don't know how anybody else does their Kabbalah. Obviously, this all comes from Hebrew Kabbalah, and over a period of centuries, this has, become syncretic with the different information in the different alchemical traditions that both Jews and Goys were up to. So I'm just talking about Hermetic Kabbalah. I said all that to say I'm talking about Hermetic Kabbalah. The addition of Neptune, Pluto, and Maenus, I don't see the value in fucking with the classical system, because the classical system is just a great way to understand. If those reattributions, if after study of Kabbalah, someone takes those attributions and they correctly, in their minds, maybe, but I mean, fucking don't fuck with a good thing. Like, Yesod, the moon, we got Saturn for Binah. Different people say different things about Hakma and Ketzer, but, Jupiter over in Hesed, like, there are planetary attributions, kind of in the classical Hermetic Kabbalah, speaking of systems and synchronization and shit that just like changes. But in those systems, there are planetary attributions, and I'm all like, don't fuck with a good thing, right? Like, if the system works and you can get good results and you can get good information and data from the system, I'm just like, leave the damn system alone, right? So that's Holy Mountaineering, aka Fraternaut's hot take on adding those newfangled planets to the Kabbalistic tree of life. Ding! I'm going to go flip this record. Hey, if you're just joining us, welcome. That's the setup for tonight. We're doing tarot after midnight. This record that we're listening to right now is Doubt. The artist is King Woman. Okay, so what else do we got here? Also, what's up with death? Yeah, what's up with death? I see that sometimes, but not all the time. Oh, Doth. Okay, I have a bright light, like right in my face, so reading this shit's kind of hard. So Doth. Doth is like the abyss bit in the tree of life between Ketzer and Tifereth. It's generally called the false Sephira, and it is because the original Kabbalistic texts are fucking hyper specific about it being 10, not 9, and not 11. So, again, to not fuck with a thing that's good and a thing that works, 10 Sephira, Doth being the false Sephira, the Sephira in the abyss. And I like the symbolism of the false Sephira and the 11 controversy. People know about like the controversy, like this is new. It's 100 years old, and it's probably older than that. People have been saying crazy shit about Kabbalah forever. But the false Sephira of Doth, I like that it's there in the abyss. It's the illusion. It's Kararanzan fucking with you and being like, no, there's substance here. There's something important to be found in this, like, just abyss. And he's not wrong. It's not, or, you know, is gendering Kararanzan like a thing? That doesn't, I don't know, that's a weird thing that I just did. Like, no, I mean, the symbolism of this, like, false Sephira of, you know, wisdom, like, being in the abyss, where you're trying to get to this higher state, you're trying to get to this, you know, purity, supernal triad, like, way up there, but then you see this shiny shit that's, like, kind of in the middle of all this bullshit, and you're like, maybe there's something here, maybe there's some substance here, but there really isn't. It's just illusionary, you know, false, like, understanding, like, I mean, you know, not to say that there isn't anything in the abyss of value, but comparing it to the real Sephira is apples and oranges. You know, these things are very different. And Doth and the wisdom, the knowledge in Doth is kind of bullshit. It's Kararanzan. It's fucking like mirrors and smoke going up your fucking butthole, to use some parlance of probably my dad's times. It's blowing smoke up your ass. So I can't read that from here, so I'm going to scoot on in. I kind of like their... yeah. No, I mean, the whole Kararanzan fucking chomping your soul in the abyss is, like, super real. You know, if you want to view it as, like, some sort of literal thing that happens, and people, like, you know, the people going crazy bit, like, yeah, sure, people get all fucked off on Kabbalah and go nuts. People get all fucked off on cocaine and go nuts. Like, people will go nuts, like, you know, especially if there's underlying mental illness. But people finding this, like, substance in illusion is just very funny to me, because the amount of people in occultism that you see really quickly sometimes lose touch with reality. And you see people become disassociated, and their practice doesn't really lead them to anything as much as it, like, isolates them and, like, leads them to delusion, which is why it's always important to, like, challenge yourself. Ooh, I just lost a fucking shitload of people watching this in the last few minutes. So I think I struck a nerve. Yeah, so that's Afraid or Not, aka Holy Mountaineering's hot take on Doth and on the land of illusions. Any other questions there? Spicy takes tonight. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. I did a bunch of ritual before anybody got here. I got a fucking cool setup. This looks cool as shit. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my charm, right? Is like that, like, there are enough there's enough people out there who take themselves way too seriously. There's enough people in the occult community, that is, who take themselves way too seriously, who try to cultivate like this air of fucking weird superiority through like isolation and obfuscation. Like, you know, I'm just a person like you. I just have like a way cooler setup, probably. Like, look at these things. This is real. This isn't like projected behind me. This is my life. This is what I'm doing. Speaking of that, all right, we're gonna kill this little bong load. Maybe smoke some more. If anybody has any suggestions on what I should play next music-wise, let me know. Might not listen to you, but I might, you know. It's worth a shot, you know. Throw it out there, see what happens. Also, if you have any like questions that you want to shoot at me about like my magical practice, or about like tarot, or about my music, or about like the Ouija club, or anything really, like, follow your boy, let me know. Oh shit! for people who are reading the have I read La Bosse by J.K. Heinzman? I have not read that book. Garrett Caulfield says, I've described you as a street wizard in conversation before, which I think is the most fitting descriptor of you. Please, someone put street wizard on my fucking tombstone. That is sick as fuck. Thank you, Garrett Caulfield. You have made my narcissistic night. That is so tight. So, hey, welcome back, everybody. It's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering, a.k.a. Afraid or Not. I'm here. I'm reading tarot. I'm answering questions. We're listening to records, which means every 15 to 30 minutes I have to get up and flip this fucker. So please stay tuned. I'm not leaving. I'll be back. Yeah, in the chat box, if you want to ask me questions. I'm also answering asks from time to time on Tumblr, especially tarot asks, or you can ask me on here and I'll do your tarot on here. That's a thing that we can also do. Right now I'm going to flip this record, so stay tuned. Formulate a good question or enjoy the smooth atmosphere that we've got here. Take a look at that altar. It's pretty fucking cool, right? Yeah, welcome to the Ouija Club. Thrice great. Twice removed. Okay, we're throwing on some 13th floor elevators. Ow. Okay, running into stuff. All right. How's it going, guys? Folks? Motherfuckers? I'm here still. I'm back. Oh shit, that shit's on 45. All right. See, the records are tricky. All right. All right. How did I first learn about Sun Ra? I don't. For all my dad's weird shit, my dad was into jazz when I was a kid. So I got exposed to some weird stuff, and I kind of developed my own interests in some weird stuff. I probably heard about Sun Ra, like, just like from being an occultist who's into jazz. Honestly, I don't remember like the first place that artist like came up in my life, but I feel like I've just been like listening to it forever, which is kind of weird. All right, we're answering questions. Also, do I dig get Terrence McKenna at all? Yeah, I fucking love Terrence McKenna. I mean, I definitely grew up on a lot of that. Like my early formative, I guess, esoteric occultist years. I like listened to a lot of, the kind of standard stuff like Terrence McKenna and Robert Anton Wilson. Like that wheelhouse, William Burroughs, Brian Geisen, like the Dada art, all those fun weird things, huh? Yeah, so good talks. Hold on. Woo! Nearly missing chairs. That's what's happening here. Reading tarot. We're here live at the Ouija Club in San Francisco. It's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering, aka Afraid or Not. If you want to donate, I'm pretty high and I'm thinking about pizza. But if you don't and you want to hang out, that's cool too. Please don't leave because I said that. I'm not trying to guilt you. I think I'm hilarious. Somebody left. See? Spawn people out, guys. Fucking bum people out. Sorry. If anybody else has any questions, comments, concerns, Kabbalist queries, holler at me. Fucking here, doing it. Let's see. Those shiny skulls are pretty fucking great. Yeah, they are. I will not give away my secrets on where those came from, but rest assured they are kind of the sickest things that I am. I am definitely one of those people who would own a human skull if like that were like possible in the cards, if it were for me. But I do not own a real human skull, so I am stoked on the loads and loads and loads of fake ones that I have. I have black and white skulls that are maracas, and those are sick as fuck. And I got, some of the things. Do you get into the mystical / magical side of psychedelics at all? Like folks like, yeah, I mean, for fucking sure. Like that, that's why, I mean, let's be real here. We're getting spicy take Sunday on Wednesday. And Terrence McKenna's voice is so fucking grating. Like all those psychedelic nerds, like, and I know my voice isn't fucking pretty, like, I'm no Barry White, or I don't know who has a nice voice. I don't have a nice voice, I'm aware of that. But, I don't know, it's like, they're talking from up here, and they need to talk from, like, down here, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the magical side of psychedelics. I feel like we've maybe talked about this briefly. Like, yeah, I think that, I disagree with a lot of people that psychedelics are a way of like kind of skipping in line in the magical universe. Like, I mean, any acid casualty here in San Francisco and Golden Gate Park is a good indication that drugs alone do not get you there. But the proper application of drugs, used, under will, can definitely cause some physiological and psychedelic and magical results that you might want in your practice and in your life. Yeah. So, and the whole, white guy shamanism aside, like, I think that psychedelics can be a way to transition out of this fake objective experience into a more subjective experience. If that makes sense. Drugs are great. Like, if used properly, especially psychedelics and the spirit world obviously go together. But it's no like magic secret key that unlocks all the doors. People go crazy. People get fucking real weird and real into stuff. And back to the Doth conversation. People see that golden nugget. And by the time they realize it's fool's gold, they've drowned in the abyss, as it were. I'm not hitting it out of the park with analogies right now, but you get me, I hope. The idea about suggesting students really. Yes, yeah. People who do not disassociate naturally have a really hard time understanding that experience. And there's definitely like meditation techniques and breathing techniques. There's all sorts of ways to get to, that to different heightened states. Drugs are just fun usually. Let's be real. I have a great time on drugs, almost always. That's not to say that everybody does, or that everybody should. Do what thou wilt. To each their own. But I like to say drugs are bad, but all my experiences are good. But I also I quit drinking. I feel like at this point in my life, I'm kind of okay, not getting addicted to shit. I have an unfair advantage though, which is a pretty good amount of practice. What does that say? Drugs are fun. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So this is cool. Hanging out with y'all Wednesday night in dark, windy, cold ass downtown San Francisco, United States, North America, Western Hemisphere, planet Earth, Sol system, Milky Way galaxy. I don't know. I'm going to say Alpha Quadrant. I'm going Star Trek. I don't know when you get out there that big island. We're part of the Virgo cluster. I don't know, guys. I'm fucking high. Probably gonna get more high. You know, all this talk about how fun drugs are. A really good trip that turned into a nightmarish bad trip a couple weeks ago. Oof. Massive learning experiences, nuts. Yeah, I've had bad trips, man. But like I've always brought them back. I mean, obviously I've always brought them back because I'm not like, you know, pushing a shopping cart on Market Street, but like, which is in no way designed to denigrate like homeless people. Like I was homeless for a long time. I have a lot of empathy, and I prefer those people everywhere. Anyway, yeah, like the big thing about tripping or about being high in general and uncomfortable is you have to be like, yo, dude, this is gonna go away. It might be hours and it might suck, but like when it's over, I will laugh about this. There's no way that I will not find it funny. And hopefully you have good people around you too that will sort of reel you in. And you have like a good grounding and shit, so you're not like just like fucking, you know, untethered. Yeah, bad trips are the fucking worst. Especially if you're like full on having visual hallucinations and like, you know, it's bad. It's like, that ain't cool, man. Like, I don't want to see bad shit. Like, I want my money back. That's not why I came here. Oh yeah, thank you. During the trip was never coming back. Should have alone. Yeah, for sure. It's good to have a lifeline out there for sure. And like, yeah, that's the thing, you know, like there's a lot of mental illness in my family, and I'm definitely neurodivergent. To be polite, to be rude, I'm crazy as fuck. But I'm in therapy, and I have been for years, which I think is kind of important to magicians. I see why, you know, I see the arguments why a lot of people aren't, and a lot of people have been exposed to abuse in those systems, and I totally get why some people can't, but it's good for me. I get a lot out of it. And I'm, you know, I know that my, you know, baby face and my distance from the laptop might convince you that I'm a younger man than I am, but I'm in Jesus year right now, and I've been doing hallucinogenic drugs since I was a teenager, so I have like half my life's worth of experience to be like, you've been super high before, dipshit, you'll be fine. It might be 16 hours from now, but like, you'll be fine, dude. You're good. And it's the same thing with like depression, and it's the same thing with like funks in your magical practice. You know, you just, you know, there's the line from Liberal, you know, are but shadows and pass. Paraphrasing. But like, you know, and I mean when you're on drugs too, like being like, it's temporary, dog, and then you're like, it's all temporary, dog, and then you're like, yeah, and you're not thinking about like how like you might be schizophrenic for the rest of your life now. Yeah, respect the dang mushroom for sure. Like, or whatever you're communing with, like definitely like show it a lot of respect, because it is, especially mushrooms, the mycelial network it is so much bigger than you, and there is so fucking little you can do about it if it wants to kick your ass down the proverbial stairs. like it's the universe maybe, and like you're just like some dipshit wandering through the woods. Yeah. Yeah, right on. Yeah. I mean, that's always the danger, right? Is just being so far in the weird thought hole. I mean, like, yeah, all tripping to me, like taking a lot of hallucinogenic drugs is just like it's like real life, but like condensed or stretched. It's like it's all the stresses and the weird shit of being alive, but like, you know, way up here. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, it's especially at this point in my life, it doesn't feel like it's really like any different or any separate, because magic and hallucinogens can be very similar, you know, depending on what it is that you're trying to do. But believe that what I'm trying to do a lot of the time definitely involves not being in here. Being in here is not so bad. I'm not mad at anybody or anything in there. But I like to not be in here. You know, point and case. So thanks to the 3 Super Troopers sticking around for Terror After Midnight, featuring me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering, a.k.a. Afraid or Not. If anybody knows how to get that fucking PayPal banner off my header or to change it, that'd be cool, because I don't really know how to embed stuff in my Tumblr profile. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We're hanging out. We're doing tarot. We're answering questions. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, comments, queries, holler at your boy. Let me know what's going on. Stop leaving. People stop showing up and being like, ooh, and then leaving. You're hurting my feelings. I hope that maybe your Wi-Fi is spotty. What do we got? What do we got in the chats? Before I ever did acid, my friend told me it's like fun, but not fun. Yeah. And I immediately understood what she meant. Yep. It's just, yeah. I mean, most intense psychedelic experiences are a lot like riding a public ferry. The takeoff, or like a plane, the takeoff and the landing are pretty, wonky. And you just have to keep your shit together while you're up. Yeah, drugs, some of my favorite topics. I sadly, or probably for the better, didn't take psychedelics when I was camping by myself at Point Reyes a couple of weeks ago. I am actually sad about that. But I most of the day when I was camping, I was just hiking through the mountains by myself. And if I would have been on mushrooms, I would have just been like hiking through the mountains by myself, but also really high on mushrooms. So like maybe I would have just never made it to camp. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm kind of glad that I didn't. And I was still kind of processing through a bunch of bullshit when I went out camping. And drugs aren't good for everything, kids. It's a good thing to learn early on, is drugs are not good for everything. And some drugs you can't do, and some drugs you enjoy and shouldn't do as frequently as you like to. Speaking of that, I'm going to hit this bong right here. If you have questions, if you want me to pull you a tarot card, holler at your boy. In a few minutes, I'm going to put some gonna answer some tarot asks on fucking Tumblr because I'm gonna get up to switch the record. Please don't leave. Stay with me, girl. I love you. That's dedicated to all the people who keep coming and going. I didn't see any fucking aliens, man. I'm so bummed. Yeah, like nothing weird, alien or otherwise. And the first night that I was there, like I was so exhausted from hiking like almost 6 miles in. Like I put up my tent and just fucking passed out. And then I like woke up at like 1 a.m. like starving. So I like made a fire and like, you know, whatever in my little grill thing. And fucking cooked. And that's like the coast camp, so it's very isolated. Would have been a great goddamn place to see some fucking UFOs or some aerial phenomenon of any sort. But I got some great views of the sky, got to see the Milky Way. Owls hung out. Probably because I had a fire. Definitely partially because I am a wizard. Was probably another important reason that the owls came and hung out with me. I saw a lot of deer. And I don't eat meat, which is good because those deer had very little survival instinct. And I saw some what fucking looked like Puma tracks to me out on a weird ass backcountry trail, and I saw what looked like big old cat shit. And like I have a cat, so like I feel like I'm somewhat an expert on cat feces, cat phacologist, if you will. Yeah, I didn't see any big cats though. I didn't get eaten by any. I'm not a spirit. But yeah, what else did I see? I saw a lot of asshole groundhogs. They're pretty cool little guys. I saw seals in the Pacific Ocean, which was really exciting. And I didn't see any like whales, but like I saw some porpoises. Well, I'm sure I spent a lot of time staring at the water. Not a lot of time, but a decent amount of time just staring at the Pacific Ocean, which is very exciting. Yeah, it's fun. Camping is the best. And I do not do it enough. And if you like live in California or want to come here and like aren't a serial killer, or maybe are, but don't feel like killing me and don't think you will feel like killing me, hopefully. Yeah, like I'm down for camping. Probably shouldn't just like tell the internet that I'll go camping with it, but you know how it is, kids. What do we got up here? No other questions. So, yeah, hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering, aka Afraid or Not, coming at you live from the Iwaji Club, downtown San Francisco, California, USA, whatever, etc. I'm doing tarot. I'm answering asks if you put them in the chat. Sometimes I'm doing things on Tumblr. I'm chilling with you. It's about you. It's Tarot After Midnight with me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering, aka Afraid or Not. If you got any questions, type them up. Hey there. Love your setup. Thank you. Yeah, it's a pretty nice setup, right? This is real. It's painted on here. It's been here for years. We're gonna flip the record. Sorry, I'll be right back. Yeah, listen to vinyl records. You can tell that wasn't a sound effect. And Shaddle, we're back. So yeah, boom. What's up? It's me, your boy, Holy Mountaineering, aka Afraid or Not. I'm here live doing tarot. I already said all that, whatever. Let's see what else. What do you think about the obsession with spiritualism that blew up in the 19th century? Like, what was up with that? I mean, I could give you a really long-winded version of what I think about spiritualism, but somebody already ran away at the thought of that. So maybe we won't go that far into it. I think spiritualism, like turn of the century spiritualism, is like an extremely complicated subject. Like definitely there was like, you know, I would say that like the overwhelming majority of people claiming to be mediums and spiritual contact, we're all fucking hucksters and bullshit artists. Like most people in general, you know, with supernatural stuff, you know, you gotta have like a fine comb to really like go through and, you know, find things of value. I think that the spiritualist movement in a lot of ways had to do with women who were not being listened to by society. So they had these superpowers, whether real or imagined, and this was a way to be fucking just listened to, which is powerful in and of itself. You know, like, and then of course, like, you know, there's the 1% or whatever of those situations where there is some real deal, you know, possible ghosting, spiriting, whatever you want to call it going on. Like, I'm a fan. Anybody who knows me knows. Your boy's a fan of ghosts and paranormal fuckery. I love it. I'm just very, very skeptical. And I like the bullshit too. Like, I like the hucksters. At one point for a Halloween party, I told all these what I call floppy hats that I was doing a turn of the century 19th century spiritualist seance. And I didn't say that it would be real or anything. I just said that I was going to do a traditional one, which to me, traditional one's bullshit. So I spent the day stringing fishing wire through this room, and the walls were just like these like thin Formica boards, which had this fishing wire, which was attached to the bottom of my seat. And when I would move around, I was just like pulling and pushing these like this fishing line. It was strung up, so the lights swinging back and forth on the walls, and like everybody knew that it was bullshit, but nobody knew how. And I was like, bam, done, just did it. That's it. That's traditional fucking spiritualist seance. Like, you know, like, do you feel like you talked to your dead whoever, Mima? Like, there was a lot less technology. They were, you know, maybe were a lot, like, they were grieving a lot more. They were a lot less scrupulous. The scam artists were. So, like, yeah, people, it was easy. Oh, shit. It was easy to believe. It was easy to believe, you know, especially when people want to believe. Oh, X-Files reference. Okay, so what does this say? I drove to San Francisco a few months ago and stopped by Sword in the Rose. Yes. You're right, their incense is amazing. That's so fucking cool that you went there. That's so fucking cool. Yes, like, Sword in the Rose is like, so, I mean, just in general, that place is like magical, right? Like, it's fucking such a liminal space. Like, it's in San Francisco, but it feels like it's in, like, you know, the Shire, like Hobbiton or something. It's such a, like, yeah, And the products they make are fucking great. Like, oh, I wish I could afford to go there like all the time. But it's expensive because it has to be. I'm not talking shit on it at all. So yeah, hope that answers your question about my Hot Take Wednesday on spiritualism. Talking about the seance, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like to do stuff like that, you know, a little, was it the Dion Fortune quote about, like, you know, being skeptical so you can root out charlatans and people who are just, like, trying to make a buck hustling people. Like, you know, if you're not a hack, like, and you want to charge for services, like, you can. It's not hard. You don't have to, like, grift people and fuck people over to survive, to use a little anarchist fucking cliche. So, are you doing single card readings? I'm doing single card readings. Would you like a single card reading, Garrett Caulfield? It's totally real name, Garrett Caulfield. Yeah, okay, all right. So we're going to do a single card reading for a totally real name, Garrett Caulfield, over there in the chat box. If you want a single card reading, ask me in the chat box or on Tumblr or through subliminal messages telepathically sent directly into my goddamn brain. Whichever way you're the most comfortable with, whichever way is easiest. It's up to you. So, do some shuffling here. All right. So I see your question about tarot without suckers, and I will answer that after this. So, Garrett Caulfield, real name guy. Sorry, I'll stop busting your balls about that. The Four of Discs, power! Or the Fortress. So, discs, earth, material, regular world stuff. Fours are the square. So, let's get numerological, geological, geometrical real quick. So, you got a dot, you got one dot, it's just a dot. Two dots, you draw a line between them, and you got a line. You're not really, it's a line. Take three dots, you make a little triangle, you're in two dimensions. Then add a fourth dot, and you're expanding in those two dimensions. So the sun in Capricorn, the fortress power, 4 discs. This is about squaring up in your material world. This is about having a fortress, having power in yourself, in your space. It's about having a space, my guy. It's about having a space that you can go into, pull up the drawbridge when you need to, got a little motor on the motherfucker. Or you can drop that bridge and then you can move out into the real world. You can do the real world, the outside world, and do things out there, but you have your space of power, which is, balanced and which is reasonable. you have the ability to exist in both worlds, and you're not like, you know, overwhelmed with solitude or overwhelmed with, you know, being too mixed up and too busy, too social. So yeah, boom, 4 discs. How's that for you? Right. Didn't say anything yet. Back down to 3 people, guys. So, boom, that's for you. It's giving you this card, some Capricorn. Capricorn, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Especially with the message of the card having to do with you finding like some power in your material world and shit. Like, yeah, I would definitely say that it's significant. It's about your power, bud. Cool. All right, and Pirate Girl 64, we're gonna do a little 1 card pull for you. So I'll pull this one out. So I'll just like super quick, like tarot without suckers. I've been in a really shitty place emotionally and personally for a little while now. It's been exceptionally unpleasant. Hence the Back in the Shaddle title of this particular tarot without suckers, or I'm sorry, with this particular tarot after midnight special extravaganza. I'm starting to feel a little bit more back into my practice and back into my power and shit, and a little less like a fucking mopey, sad sack, heartbroken piece of shit. So now that I'm like kind of back, I'm refocusing on that. I'm at a really good spot too in the videos talking about Kabbalah and tarot, which I was talking about earlier tonight. I don't know if you're around for that, Pirate Girl 64. But that shit was pretty cool, and I like talking about tarot and its connections to Kabbalah because that's how I came to it. So soon, very soon. I don't want to give any like dates, but when I start to do them, I definitely am going to like do a lot of them at once. Basically, finish the first 10 kind of in a couple of days, if not in a day. So we'll get to that. We do Pirate Girl 64's 1 card. Ooh, shit. Ooh. 221, the universe. My videos are very fascinating. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a silly person by nature, but I try to, I really do actually try to convey information and like what I know, my wisdom, like through my like silly bullshit antics. So I'm always glad to hear when it like comes through. So your card is T21 universe. This is in some of the decks, the older decks especially. This card is called the World because that was the biggest picture that they had. I like that this is called the universe because it is the big picture of things. It is the grand amalgamation. It's the cosmic dance. It's the big picture. It's fucking everything, right? Saturn. It's that structure and order. It's the everything, and it's the joy And it's not necessarily the understanding, but it's at least the glimpse of the big picture. That which, once this is the last of the trump cards, but like Rocky Erickson's saying right now, the kingdom of heaven is within it. Like everything is being created, redistributed through this giant overall process. So, on a personal level, this is about taking a step back and looking at the real bigger picture of things, looking at this whole universe view, seeing your place in the universe because you're observing the things around you and how they relate, but on this mass scale, on this like meaning scale that is like, far beyond just everyday interactions. This is the mystical, the real, the unreal, the surreal. This is, about seeing it all and how it all interacts. Ta-da! Does that make sense? Does that help? Cool. All right, I'll be back in one. Shit's intense. Yeah, that is an absolutely fair interpretation of the universe, as well as I'm sure your life. I will be back in one moment with a cup full of water. All right. So we got two people to your left. Someone said that I have a sexy voice on Anonymous on Tumblr. So big ups to them. Thanks a lot for that shit. I'm going to leave that alone because that's weird. Yeah, that is Baphomet. This is very old. I got this from Edge of the Circle in Seattle in like 2007, maybe? It was a long time ago. Yeah, that's the rest of the thing. It's my card for today, kids. 2 fucking swords, peace. It's about chilling the fuck out. It's about balancing that ass, which is the thing that I need to do up here because I've been sad. Man, it's funny. Like, I feel like people show up and then I'm all like, ah! And then, like, all of a sudden it's like back down to 2 people. I hope that it's just like the internet connection and I'm not just like horribly off-putting. But, what are you going to do? It's who I am. It's how I'm living, kids. Oh, shit. Record skipping. Fixed it. All right. Do. How's it going, folks? If anybody's still there, I'm here, as you might be able to tell, because I'm like rocking the fuck out to Rocky Erickson, like that. I'll be back in one moment. I'm doing fuck. I'm doing Tumblr stuff. And I'm stoned, so it's a little harder than it should be. But we'll be back in one wag of a kitten's tail. Oh shit, the record's skipping again. Oh, well, thanks for the two of you sticking around. What are my... Hold on. Garrett, I will answer your question very shortly. It's a good question. Even though I only read like the first 4 words of it, feel pretty good. Interesting. This person got the 4 discs too, buddy. Pretty neat. Oh, wait, are you out of here? Thoughts on Terror for this kind of thoughts on Terror decks with different themed artworks. Terror Mooger Halloween Terror decks. Yeah, I've talked about it like probably like a couple of years ago on my blog. I actually really fuck, this record's skipping. Hold on. I really like themed tarot decks, as long as it's not just. I dislike tarot decks that it's like, you know, it's a theme, but then the actual images on the cards have nothing to do with the tarot card outside of some vague aesthetic semblance. Like, I forget, I saw some version of this Alice in Wonderland tarot deck that a friend of mine who's not particularly interested in magic had. And I was looking at it and I was like, this is an actually really accurate tarot deck. Like, the symbolism, it's told through the lens of Alice in Wonderland and the a lot of the, at least what looked like the original style of drawing. But then it was an accurate tarot deck. Like, you know, the symbolism was intact, at least on what I saw, and I thought that was pretty cool. Thought it was really interesting that, so, you know, and I like the idea of people taking different subjects or different artists or, you know, whatever, and applying that to tarot if you can keep the symbolism intact. Hope that answers your question. And this is, I've heard of the Mariel Tarot. It's very good, but different symbolism. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that deck. I mean, I kind of have my take on you know, what the symbolism for tarot should and shouldn't be. But, you know, I mean, there's also, here we go. Listening to some weird Christian psychedelic music, Montgomery Chapel. What do you got here? Yeah, I mean, to me, like, tarot is 78 cards, 22 trump cards, 0 through 21, that have a very specific set of meanings based around, like, numerology, Kabbalah, the zodiac, and the planets. I feel like that, yeah, like, there's, you know, I mean, there's like the medicine decks, and there's like different decks that use a similar medium, like cardstock, but, like, you know, like they're not tarot, and that's fine. It's like totally its own thing. So, did I ever use the Marseille deck? I have fucked with the. I'm sorry that I say everything like a butthole. I have used the Alejandro Jodorowsky interpretation, or his update or whatever, to the Marseille deck, and I've used some older like reproductions of the Marseille deck, and I like it. I feel like it is a lot different. At least, like, the feel that I get from reading it is different. It's less dynamic to me, but it's definitely got like a weird, like, kind of traditional feel. Did it just look like something moved over here? Like, I don't know. I'm really pretty stoned. The pit decks, yeah. I mean, I've I've definitely done more like research and sort of like proddling around, like interested in like a lot of the old like French and Italian decks. And I've rarely gone out and purchased like a deck like that to use. I did have a copy of some iteration of the Marseille deck, which was and remains cool. I don't know what the fuck happened to that. And I had the Aquarian Tarot for a while just because I fucking love the art, but I never used it as a divination tool. Yeah, like I find a lot more like interesting, like like the symbolism and the art a lot more interesting from a lot of the old like Renaissance decks. Yeah, this like crazy Christian psychedelic music. But I don't really so much use them for divination. Yeah, I mean, to be completely honest, I've also just like really developed a style of divination around the Thoth deck that really, really works for me and what I'm trying to do. And I haven't so much experienced another deck that gives me so much to work with. Like it really just like I can just sort of clink right in with the Thoth deck. And a lot of the other decks, I feel like it's almost more of a reach for me. Not that I don't find them beautiful or useful. It's just like how my brain piece works. You use other methods of divination. Okay. Sorry, I did not mean to shout. So when I first started really studying tarot and Kabbalah, I was interested in and messing with I Ching. And I kind of just had to focus on tarot. I couldn't do the two at once. Although it would have been amazing if I was like one of those people, like the kind of person who can like learn two languages at once. Sadly, I'm not that smart. And so I kind of had to drop it. I have always been very interested in runes as a magical language, but not as a divination tool. So I don't know so much about casting runes. I do have a great brother in the OTO who I love dearly, whose name I'm not sure if I should use, so I won't, who has a birthday close to mine. We're both Virgos, and I do a tarot reading for him, and he does a rune reading for me almost every year, and I fucking love it. It's great. And I love when people do rune divinations for me. It's just not a thing that I learned. Geomancy is very interesting to me, but it's also something that I feel like I would have to spend some time on, which I have not spent the time to learn that as a divination tool. I'm gonna jump over here real quick. The cat is wonderful. She yelled at me a lot earlier, terrorizing me into feeding her, which worked. And now she's eaten and she's happy. She's not downstairs, and I tried to get her and bring her here for the camera, but she ran away from me and she tried to bite me when I picked her up. So she is upstairs doing her own thing in not bite territory. So she's very good. She's very pleased with herself. She's probably sleeping on all my clean laundry right now. So I have two other ones that I'm wearing actually. This guy is a tetragrammaton with like this cool little pyramid guy on the other side. I got this from the Santísima Muerte temple in Los Angeles. And this is Crowley's seal. The motherfuck Therion fucking seal. It's you can't really see it's a dick. It's a 7-pointed star, 666. Oh, curly stuff. Fucking weirdo. Goddamn creep, tell you what. Are you guys hearing this like wacky like Christian psychedelic music? It's so good. Oof. It's throwing me off. Yeah, it's real wild. I like strange things. And music, I definitely like a lot, and the weirder the better, kind of. You know, I mean, I don't listen to music just to be weird, but sorry, just looking at just doing a thing on Tumblr real quick. Shit, fuck. Cool. All right. Do I have a Letterman deck? I'm not even sure what that is, so no, I do not. What's that? I am definitely not like an aficionado of tarot decks. I like what I like, but I am not super well versed in a lot of them. So let me know, what is it? Huh. Ooh. Huh. Well, I super want to check out what that is now. I like more literal than tarot is a pretty big selling point for my soup dupe Virgo ass. Sorry for the view. We're just doing some tarotting real quick. Hitting up the homie on Tumblr, the tarots. Oh. Had lots of people tell me I look like a fucking Vegas blackjack dealer. Kind of like that, to be honest. It's very funny to me, very amusing. All right, I'll be back in one moment, folks. All right, there's 3 people here. I am trying to get somebody on here or on a different platform for reading. But happy to just hang out, listen to some weird music with y'all for a little bit. Unless someone donates enough for me to get a pizza, probably gonna have to stop before too long because I'm hungry. Right now, I'm gonna flip this record. I'll be back in 1 second. You will not hear my voice any of this time. We're not gonna listen to the other side of this Christian psychedelic record because it is, in fact, kind of giving me the fucking willies, even though I like getting it as mine. Let's go with some Exuma. This is the, I think, 4th record from this band. Who knows? Not important. It's a great fucking record. It's this guy who makes this great music. You'll probably like. Here we go. It's wild as fuck. So, did I paint that moon myself? Me and another person painted this moon. How this moon is so symmetrical is we drilled a hole in the middle here, and then we had one of these actually. Oh shit, that's loud. Yeah, we put a screw in the middle and then used this to go around. So that's the perfect size. Is that at all visible? I move the candle, maybe. I mean, you can see the backlight. Whatever. If you were in the room, you'd see it because it's pretty cool. But we'll turn these lights back on. This kind of. All right, thank you. Good night. Fire Girl 64. Good night. So I guess there's two, maybe one person left. I don't know who you are, but I will find you and I will kill you. No, that's not right. What was I going to say? Oh, thank you. Thank you to people who are sticking around. You should ask me questions or demand that I do things because this content is about to get a lot more sparse. If the one person on here is a Russian bot, I'd like to say Drosvice. Yeah, that's the vast majority of the Russian that I have. There is now no one actually watching this. So this is going to be a good maybe ending point. But, maybe not. До свидания.